Hey guys, what's up? It's Jen here. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I'm super excited to share it with you guys today because I am making an awesome cheeseburger soup, which is one of my family's all-time favorites, and I love making it this time of year. But also it is in collab with a bunch of other ladies that are going to be bringing their favorite soup recipes. So you guys will get a ton of ideas, perfect for this time of year. And also two of my very favorite ladies here on YouTube are hosting this collab. So I want to say a special thank you to them. And it's Kat from Southern Farm and Kitchen and Shauna from Miss Dickinson 1910. I'm sure that you guys know these ladies, but if you don't, make sure to go check them out. You will absolutely love both of them. They have phenomenal recipes and tons of awesome content on their channel. So definitely make sure to go check them out, as well as the playlist that I'll have linked down in the description box, which will have all the other awesome soups of everybody else that's joining in this collab. And sure to go check everybody out, show all of them some love, get a bunch of awesome soup ideas, perfect comfort food for this time of year. And if you've been following me for a while, then you know that I am keto. So I am going to be ketofying this soup. I haven't made it this way yet before. This will be my first time, so I'm excited to see how it will turn out. Because like I said, this is one of our favorite soups that I make every year this time of year. So I'm hoping that it turns out awesome, and I'll show you the variations as I go through of what I used to do and now how I am ketofying it. But let's go ahead and jump into the video. So here's what we're going to need for the soup. To start off, I have 2 packs of ground beef here. You could just use one if you want. We like ours meatier, and we like to make a lot for leftovers because it makes really good leftovers. So I have 2 pounds of ground beef here. I have some celery hearts, some carrots, and here's one of my first substitutions. Because I'm doing this keto, I am not using potatoes, which is what my original recipe used to call for, but I'm going to do radishes instead. An onion, some beef stock, heavy whipping cream, sharp cheddar cheese. I have some left over here, as well as some pepper jack that I want to use up first, so I'm going to be using those, as well as half of this block of Philadelphia cream cheese. And then for seasonings, I'm going to use avocado oil, salt and pepper, some of this stir-in garlic paste I get from Aldi's, which I absolutely love, some Italian seasoning, and then a little bit of ground mustard, and then some xanthan gum to thicken it up because I'm not using flour. So let's go ahead and get to cooking. So I have got my ground beef in my pot, and I am starting to brown that. And while that's browning, I've already washed all my vegetables, and I'm just going to chop them all up, and then I'll show you the process as I go. Alright, so I have pulled my meat out over here. I've strained it. There's a little bit of fat left over in the pan, but I'm going to add some avocado oil and then dump my veggies in. Alright, so these have cooked down pretty good. Still going to let them go a couple more minutes, but I am going to add in my Italian seasoning. And I don't measure my seasonings ever for anything. I just eyeball it to what I think will be good. Oh, I wish you guys could smell this. Now I'm going to let those seasonings and flavors just cook for a minute and everything blend together, and then I'll show you the next steps. Now I'm going to add the ground beef back in. Just give that a good mix. And now I'm going to add my beef stock. I'm just gonna save a little bit, reserve a little in this to add to our cheese sauce mixture when we make that. Give this a good stir, and then I'm just gonna turn it down to low, put a lid on it, and forget about it. All right, while that is simmering over there, I am just going to start my cheese sauce that I'm going to mix in. I used an entire container, 16 ounces of heavy whipping cream. So I just added the rest of that beef stock just to thin that out a little bit. And I used to make a roux and then do part milk and part heavy whipping cream when I used to make my cheese sauce before my keto days. So, but I'm doing it a little bit different. So we will see how this goes. I'm just going to heat this up and then add my cheese a little bit at a time, and I'll show you when it all comes together. All right, so I've added all the cheese, and you can see it's thickening up, and I've just turned the heat off, and I'll just keep stirring it, make sure it's all melted, and then I'll add it in the soup. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and add the cheese sauce mixture in here. We won't be eating this for a while till everybody gets home, so I'm just gonna leave it on super low and let it cook for a couple hours. This is a very rich soup. It's definitely a comfort food, not something you would eat all the time. And I'm going to be making some keto cornbread on the side, so I'll show you that. And I plate it all up. I also have some bacon that I'm gonna cook up here that we can throw on top of the cheeseburger soup. And just a quick little hack if you have never heard of it before, the easiest way to cut bacon in pieces is to throw it in the freezer for a few minutes and let it get a little hard, and then it's super easy to chop into pieces. Getting ready to plate up the cheeseburger soup, but I wanted to show you guys this amazing cornbread that I just pulled out of the oven. This is ketofied cornbread. So I just brushed some butter on the top, and I'm getting ready to cut it up, and I'll show you everything all plated up. Here's the soup I'm getting ready to plate up. It's like the perfect thickness. I just added a 1/4 teaspoon of that xanthan gum. You don't need a lot using that stuff. You have to just use a very little bit, and it thickens up pretty good. And you'd rather start with less and add more if you need it, but I think this is perfect. And here's the cheeseburger soup all plated up. It is looking and smelling delicious. And I have a piece of this cornbread that I just brushed the butter on the top, and that is out of this Southern Keto cookbook here. And it is 2 net carbs per slice. And it came out absolutely amazing. And then I'm just gonna take some of the cooked bacon pieces here and just put them right on top. And there is dinner. All right, guys, so that is my ketofied version of this cheeseburger soup. We absolutely love the way that it turned out. It turned out phenomenal. I'll try to find the original recipe that I got years ago when I first started making it. It isn't keto, but I'll try to find it and link down below. That way, if you're not keto, there are the couple variations that I changed. You could switch back and make it to fit however you eat. So I hope that you guys try this out. I hope that you love it. And if you do, definitely let me know down in the comments below or over on Instagram. Tag me at InWithJen. All of that will be down in the description box below. And don't forget to go check out the playlist and Shauna and Kat's channels. I know that you guys will absolutely love all of them and get a ton of ideas. And thank you again to all of you ladies that joined in. And thank you to Kat and Shauna for hosting this. And if you are new coming over from any of their channels, thank you so much for taking the time to stop by and watch my video. I hope that you loved it, and if you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe before you leave if you like what you saw. I would love to have you as part of the YouTube fam, and I will catch you on the next video. Bye.